We started the company, it was more a laboratory in Washington, D.C. back in 96, 97. It kind of emerged out of theater department of the University of Maryland College Park. We got together to do workshops and to just spend some time together, and out of that, little by little, we kind of produced the show, our first show, and that was the germ of the company.
Welcome to Chicago Arts. I'm Martin John, and in this episode I got to sit down with experienced director and founder of TUTA Theater Company, Željko Dukic. Željko is a wonderful director, and we sat down to talk about TUTA, a theater company that he founded and brought to Chicago.
Yeah, TUTA is an acronym for Utopian Theater Asylum. When we talked about mission of the company before the company existed, there was a lot of talk about a safe zone in which actors, directors, designers could gather and work on something that is not contaminated from outside. Theater is a sort of a asylum, cultural, spiritual. But it sounded too pretentious in its full, in its, you know, as a statement. So we came with the acronym, which is TUTA, which doesn't mean much in English, and in some of the versions of Serbian and Croatian means chamber pot. Most of my work has been done in TUTA, but I think it's important to do the work outside of the company, not so much, you know, I think it's simply healthy to work in different environments as a director, and I encourage other members to not to put all the eggs in TUTA basket. Well, I'm coming from the region and from the culture where directing, I'd say, used to be more appreciated, and where director had sort of a different status than that's the case in Chicago or in America. But I think that Chicago benefits from having such a large number of small theaters that produce strong directors, because they simply do get opportunity to do something which they wouldn't be able to do in more established. Well, I always believe that artists are responsible for the material that they present to the audience, not how the audience responds to that. I think that if the audience is always served what they are expected, that doesn't necessarily is going to be exciting for the audiences. I think we are one of those cases where our audiences find it surprising and exciting that they always are taken somewhere else, that they can't really expect what we're gonna bring in front of them. Audience should be challenged, and that's not always easy. You don't succeed always, but I think that goes on artists' responsibility. You know, we live at an age when theater can't race with other media, where theater is actually in a huge disadvantage when it comes to speed, when it comes to economy of how quickly you can put something, you know. So I really think that any attempt and any success to bring new audiences, to make people appreciate that form, is important.
TUTA will be releasing their 2011-2012 season schedule soon, so for that and more information on Željko, visit the TUTA website at tutato.com. Thank you for watching Chicago Arts. Be sure to join us for our next episode and stay informed by subscribing to our channel. We want to hear what you think, so please take a moment to comment on our programming. Thank you again from Chicago Arts.
You know, not everything, especially in art and culture, can be evaluated by commercialism.